From their mouths to your ears, this is Gaming on Thrones with Phil, Saul, and Rick.
Thank you for tuning in to Gaming on Thrones, part of the Rated M Gaming Network. Today is Monday, January 26th, and this is the show that takes you through the digital crusade, and we are your guides, Saul Cuellar.
Ooga chaka, ooga chaka, ooga chaka.
Richard Lamoureux.
Hi!
And myself, Philip Stella. That I can't follow that up, so...
You gotta do Hooked on a Feeling, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, I messed that up. I'm not... I don't want to do that.
Call yourself a guardian?
Yeah, get out of here.
It's a low blow.
You are Phil.
I got told at Chick-fil-A tonight that I didn't look like a Phil.
You look like a Juan one
I'm
time.
like, what? How do you...
You look like a fuckboy. Is that what
How do you like? What do you say to that?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I was lying to you. My name's really Mark.
You're like, yeah, well, your mom calls me dad, so I mean.
I got
No,
this trophy.
teenagers.
I got this trophy from your mom last night.
Oh, we're off to a smashing start. Episode 28.
Yay!
Chick-fil-A and what not to do. We're gonna skip the what you've been playing because there's really no point this week.
Can I go on a very unpopular opinion with Chick-fil-A really quick? I think I might have said it before. I think Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich is better than Chick-fil-A.
Get the fuck out of here.
Very unpopular
whoa,
opinion.
Whoa. Now, you see, I might have to agree.
And I might have to tell you to get the fuck out of here as well.
Dude, when you're hungover and you want something that's going to clear that hangover right away, you go to Wendy's and you get yourself a number 7 large and you're good to go.
No,
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah, that's real.
Spicy chicken sandwich, bro. So good.
Yeah.
Now,
you know
let me-
you know what's not open on Sunday when you're hungover?
Mhm.
Tell me
Chick-fil-A.
tell me what's not open. I can't hear you.
Chick-fil-A.
What?
Chick-fil-A.
All right.
And I was going to say to your point that if you're hungover on a Sunday, you're right. And let me also say that Wendy's does have a very good spicy chicken sandwich. I'm not trying to take anything away
No,
from them,
I know.
but yeah, no. If Chick-fil-A's there, I'm going Chick-fil-A every time.
That was just my unpopular opinion, just quickly.
You're just feeling like you had to mention that.
Yeah, dude, just because it bugs me that people... I mean, Chick-fil-A is delicious, but there's no need for pickles on there, first of all. You can get rid of pickles.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could just say no pickles.
And I also think that, like, if you're in the realm of Burger King, as far as not Burger King, but Wendy's sandwiches go, that's, like, the fanciest one. Like, the lettuce always looks nice on there and stuff.
They are
Which
fancy.
Wendy's do you go to?
Anyone that's near. The bun is always, like, nice and buttery
Man,
taste.
I got, like, the ghetto ones
They have
where
fancy ketchup.
Yeah.
it says it right on the package.
Does.
Fancy ketchup.
ketchup.
You fancy, huh?
Yeah.
And they,
Ketchup
but see,
red,
they
it
have
ain't
the,
brown.
they're home of the sweat burgers.
They are.
You remember that back in high school?
They are sweat burgers.
They are. That's just they sweat.
Mm.
So there's that. Anyways, hi, this is Harry Carey, and we're gonna give you the news. Yeah, news.
What the fuck am I going to say? News.
I don't know. News of the
Yeah.
week, folks. It's coming to you
Yeah. Live.
live and in sound, stereo.
Yep. All right. Who goes?
Who goes?
You can go.
Rick goes.
Rick goes. Okay. Couple things for PC. Phil touched on. He dropped a link on our Facebook page about how when DirectX 12 comes out later this year for along with Windows 10, you're not going to need a new graphics card as long as you have a pretty recent one. It's going to work very well. It's going to have like 95% of all the features going to be available to you. Basically, if your graphics card can run on DirectX 11.2, you should be good. Now, they're not saying what you're not going to be able to do, but they're saying you're not going to be able to do everything. So, what?
Are we gonna have the issue that I always love because I'm an ATI man, you're an NVIDIA man? Are we gonna have that issue going on?
Yeah, your card's still gonna suck.
Whoa.
No. Okay, I'm sorry. NVIDIA Maxwell, Kepler, and Fermi-based GPUs, which is their last 3 generations, are going to be okay. And AMD Graphics Core Next based GPUs, which is like the R9 300s, the 250s or 290s and shit. So you should be okay. If you have any kind of recent AMD card, you should be fine. What else? Oh, speaking of graphics card, this one is kind of, I'm not going to go in depth in it because it's really confusing and I had to really read a lot about it. But the GTX 970, which is basically, it's a 980 graphics card, which right now is like their top graphics card. That's not like a Titan that doesn't cost like $1,000. It's the exact same graphics card, except they skimped on how it's wired on the inside, how like the RAM talks to the GPU and everything like that. So it's not as fast. So that's how they're selling it for cheaper. But what basically happening is, and this is a big problem with everybody that has this card that they're complaining about, is it's got 4 gigs of dedicated RAM. But 0.5 gigs, like a half a gig of RAM, is separate from 3.5 gigs of RAM. And that half a gig of RAM runs considerably slower than the first 3.5. Now, you never notice it until you go over that 3.5 gig. So if you're playing a really tough game on your system and it goes over that 3.5, that extra 0.5 is basically worthless. So people are pissed that they bought a 4 gig GPU, but they're only getting 3.5 out of it, really. And they're saying it's not a software issue. It's the way the card is built. So they might end up having to do a recall or something.
Oof.
That's
Refund.
Yeah, the way NVIDIA is saying is that there's no problem. This is how it's supposed to run, but everyone's really pissed off about it.
Yeah, but I mean,
because they
put
didn't
that on the box,
come out
then.
and say that. Yeah, they didn't say that it was going to be partitioned when they released the card. So everyone's like, "Yo, you kind of lied to us."
Yeah.
And this just happened. This actually just happened about an hour and a half ago. Counter-Strike Go is one of the fastest growing esports games in the world right now.
I hear good
And
things.
2 very big teams just got banned.
Yo.
The iBuyPower, which I'm sure if anybody goes on Twitch or anything, iBuyPower sponsors a lot of shit. Their team got banned, and Netcode Guides team got banned. I don't think everyone on the team got banned, just certain players that were caught cheating and rigging matches.
Yo, collusion.
And trading gear behind doors, I guess. And a few of them got banned, and now they're in a tussle to try to find replacements. But yeah, that's a big thing. It's I don't really follow Counter-Strike Go because it looks like I would just get my ass whooped if I even tried to play that game. But this is big news. But
Why?
yeah.
Now, why did they get banned?
Yeah,
Collusion.
Yeah.
Investigate-
It basically, it's like they do it a lot in the Find It game community. It's like, it doesn't really matter who wins because they split all the shit. So like they could throw a match. I mean, not necessarily what's probably going on here, but in general, like if they're like splitting the pot at the end of it or splitting the loot at the end of it, then who cares who wins? Why do people even have to try to play? You know, as long as they're there, you're never gonna get 100%.
Basically, what I'm reading here is a substantial number of high-valued items won from that match by this guy called Kood were transferred via a third party to iBuyPower players and Netcode guys players. So basically, there's really low drop rates to get insanely, like, it's basically like legendary gear in Destiny, I guess you can say. Because it's a free-to-play game, but you can buy these chest keys or whatever, and if you get a really good gun, then your guy's going to be able to perform better. And I guess they were like trading these behind the doors to make these players better that didn't actually win these items. Because if you go on Steam right now and go on to Counter-Strike Go in the they have the Steam trade thing where people put stuff on you can bid on.
Right.
Like knives are on there for like $400. So if you play that game and you're any good at it, you could make money playing that game.
Like
'cause people,
Diablo shit.
yeah, because people will pay money for like a super fancy knife or a nice gun with a skin kit on it and shit, just because people are into that shit. But yeah, so they were doing some backdoor shit, and now I guess they're paying for it. Doesn't say how long the ban is. I don't know. Does it say if it's a perma ban or not? It might not be, but usually
So
they
it's-
get banned for a while.
They're banned from the game, not from tournaments. They're actually banned from the game.
Yeah, it's Valve banned them.
Yeah,
Valve
they took away Destiny for giving away a gauntlet.
Yeah, no shit. Because Valve's big money makers, besides for a very small percentage of profit from Steam, is Team Fortress and Counter-Strike Go. And right now, Counter-Strike Go is their big breadwinner. With the huge tournaments they got on, they got like $500,000 prize pools if you win Counter-Strike Go. So I mean, that's their big sell item right now. That's where they get all their advertising from, and they do not take kindly to people cheating. They will ban the shit out of you, and then they publish it that they banned you, and then it gets on the internet and everyone laughs at you.
Yo.
Yeah.
Dang.
So they pissed off Gavin, and shit hit the fan. You don't piss
That's
off.
nuts.
You don't piss off Computer Messiah, dude. Don't do it.
I laugh in your face. You're banned now.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that was very informative, Rick. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Saul, what do you got for us?
Nintendo Club's dead.
You killed it?
It's gone. It's over forever, but there is a replacement coming later. Products released after January 20th can no longer be registered with Club Nintendo in North America. March 31st is the last day Nintendo customers in North America can sign up for Club Nintendo, as well as the last day existing Club Nintendo members are able to register products, complete surveys, register for warranty extensions, qualify for elite status, and earn coins.
Oh my God, the coins.
Them
Yeah.
coins.
You
So
get like
many
free games
coins.
and shit if you
Yeah.
play enough Nintendo, right?
Yeah, that's how I got my little Zelda game on there, that Wind Waker.
Oh, Club
Yeah.
Nintendo, bro. Them feels.
Yeah. You know, I haven't played Nintendo in a long time, but it's like when I heard Nintendo Power was stopping, I was physically upset. That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So in the Microsoft news this week, there's been a ton of stuff because we had the Windows 10 Expo, and we're going to get into that during the show. But just a couple of tidbits. I don't know if anybody watched the Expo, but Mr. Philip Spencer was wearing a specific T-shirt. Now, if we all know Phil Spencer's background, he does not really tease things that don't come to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
And he was wearing a Battletoads T-shirt this time. Now, that's kind of been a rumor for a long time because Microsoft registered the name again and all that good stuff. But now the T-shirt has been worn, and Phil was quoted by saying, "I don't ever wear a T-shirt that is complete head fake." So we could be seeing a new Battletoads game.
Yeah, well, didn't Microsoft buy Rare back in the day?
They do. Rare Studio is actually working on a project right now that they will not. They've been teasing little tweets here and there, like in some pictures and stuff. They won't actually release what they're working on. So,
I wonder if it'll make me fucking hate Battletoads again.
how can you hate Battletoads?
Because it was so hard. I could never beat that game. You want to talk about hard-ass games? That was up there with, Ninja Gaiden. That game was hard, dude.
That game was ultra hard, but I don't know if Battletoads was that hard. I don't know, but I'm excited. I want a Battletoads.
I don't remember playing it, but I know that I played it.
Are you for real? Seriously? You don't remember it?
No, honestly. I remember playing it, but I don't remember, past level 1.
It was one of the first games where I remember playing with the kind of the big hand effect, they did moves where their foot would get really big and people would fly at the screen.
It was on the moon or something?
They were on a spaceship. I mean, they're Battletoads.
Well, DuckTales was definitely on the moon. I remember that.
DuckTales was a good game. I had that on Game Boy.
Oh, man.
So anyways, the Battletoads has been teased. I think we're gonna get something. I don't know what it's gonna be. You got Rare Studios working on a new project, so kind of matches up. We'll see, but I'm really excited about it. And also, Killer Instinct Season 2's next character, Gollum, has been revealed in a new gameplay trailer
Looks like crap.
featuring the upcoming bonus character, Omen.
This is what it looks like. It looks like they took a fucking a piece of clay with a stick figure formation and then threw it into somebody's dried up fish tank, and this is what they pulled out for.
Why don't we wait to see the actual
We seen it.
character trailer?
Seen it.
You just saw him in the background.
What did he look like? Describe to me what he looked like.
You were pretty on the point. But I'm just saying.
And did you see the last character that they had?
No.
It was horrible.
All right,
was-
so are you down on Killer Instinct right now?
I think that the new studio producing it, Iron Galaxy, is trash. I
Okay.
think they're horrible, and I think that the first sight of that is when they put that UFC fighter that I guess is supposed to be TJ Combo in it, and then they put fucking Kimbo Slice in the game.
What?
Why is he in the game? They gave TJ Combo a Kimbo Slice skin. Iron Galaxy is trash. The only other game that they worked on that I know of is a Foot Dive, which is a parody game sponsored by the FGC, to where they got a bunch of the guys who were popular in the FGC, and they made a parody off of them. So if the guy's name was Marn, his name was Mr. N, it looked just like him, and all they would do is they would jump in the air and they would foot dive. This is their second release. And
Well,
it's junk.
that's not a good sign, because Microsoft has been quoted saying that we're dumping a lot of resources into the Killer Instinct game. In I have to say, it was probably in direct competition with PlayStation's move with Street Fighter.
Well, they also dump a lot of resources in Internet Explorer, and who the fuck do you know uses that?
I do.
Wow.
Wow,
Certain
you are.
programs certain programs that are web based, you have to use Internet Explorer.
I use Internet Explorer. I just happen to like it better. So
Oh my god, I don't even know you anymore.
why?
Such other things out there.
Yeah, there are other things out there, and they don't work as well for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Have you guys
Maybe.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Have you guys seen this character, Omen from Killer Instinct?
Yeah,
Yes.
It is
It's
the
a-
worst thing ever.
they didn't
It's
even put his
literally-
skin on him.
They put a fucking mask on him with lightning, and then he's just like a big blur. Even like, Maximilian, which is like, he actually works for Iron Galaxy, kind of like to like publicize them. He got a job with them because he did so much shit for him. He even says it just looks horrible. Like, it kind of looks cool when the wings spawn out, but this is a horrible looking character. I
Well,
mean,
that's
I hope that
bad
they add
news.
more onto it.
That's
And
bad
he's-
news.
He works for them. He
They took-
works for them.
They took like a blank all-black palette, added lightning and a mask, and said, "Oh, there you go."
But Riptar, was that his name? Reptar?
I don't know.
Riptor. Yeah, Riptar. I call him Reptar. He
Wow.
is awesome. They did a good job with him. That is awesome. But other than that, like, they've just been on the fail.
Well, that stinks because of what they said. It doesn't seem to be lining up with what's happening. So, as our fighting guy, you're the guy to tell me. I haven't touched Killer Instinct, to be honest.
And the
with you.
thing is like, it's not a popular game. Like, it's very few people like are into it because FGC is very poverty. So nobody ran out and got an Xbox One unless you had the money for it, which nobody really does. So it's not even a popular game within the community. A lot of people that have Xbox Ones, it's popular with them, but the community,
Looks like he got sticky fingers.
The Sticky Bandits.
Yeah.
it's
Well, my next piece of news kind of leads us into one of our main topics for today's show. And I took a quote from Polygon, and Windows 10 may do the impossible. Help Microsoft win back the hearts of PC gamers.
Aw.
And that kind of leads us into our main topic, which was basically the Windows 10 Expo and all the information we got as it relates to PC gaming and Xbox One. And I just want to get your guys, did anybody really watch the whole conference, or did you basically just pick through with a fine-tooth comb?
I
That
just
was
took all
fun
the
to see.
information you gave me, basically.
Okay.
I
was
know
excited.
nothing.
And I really didn't watch anything on Xbox because I don't own an Xbox. But I tried. I'm still hoping on that hope that they're gonna come back to PC gaming a little bit, which I don't see why they wouldn't, because that's just more money in their pocket. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, I'll tell you, I didn't watch the whole Expo live. I was at work, but I took a lot of different videos and I read a lot of different articles about it because I was very interested. And obviously, my sole console right now is an Xbox One, and my PC is, bottom of the barrel at this point. So,
Call that thing a PC, kid?
so I was definitely paying attention. Yeah, I hoped you guys could talk to me about this, how it relates to Xbox One, because really some of the stuff I took away from it here. Let me mute my phone because I'm really professional. This thing's dinging off in the
Turn
background.
mine off.
So, Lost my train of thought.
Tech support.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I thought it was really cool the way that the Xbox app for the Windows is going to work in integration with the Xbox One. Mainly streaming your games to your computer or tablet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yeah, like how rad is that where you can, oh, babe, you want to watch TV? Okay, let me just go ahead and set this on up, and I can have a Surface Pro tablet or whatever Windows tablet I have. Plug a controller in, and then boom, I'm in business.
So awesome.
So all you have to do is basically connect the two so they talk to each other. You got to set it up on your Windows 10 operating system, and then boom, you're in business.
Yeah.
And it picks up right like during the conference, Phil was playing Forza Horizon 2, and he pauses the game, sets up his streaming from the tablet, plugs in his controller doing the USB, and it picks up right at that pause checkpoint. So really cool stuff.
I respect it. You know, how about this? Like, you know, like when I got sick and like I lost all that weight and I came back better than I was before, like a phoenix. That's what I think. That's what I think.
You
Xbox
rose from
One,
the ashes.
I did. And I think that's what Xbox One is doing right now, is they're rising from their own ashes and spreading their wings like a phoenix.
I'm glad you said that, because the opinion I wanted to really pull out of this whole thing from you guys was, has your opinion on the Xbox One specifically changed at all with the stuff they're doing as far as the price drop, the Kinect? Now I understand that it's a problem they didn't do it right from go. But let's look at this, because this console war, as people call it, isn't a sprint; it's a marathon.
It's not even a war.
I know that, but
yeah, I know.
yeah,
I think they've done an excellent job with innovation, with what they're saying they're gonna do. So if they actually do what they say they're gonna do, I think it is groundbreaking shit that they're working on.
cross-platform, buddy.
Yeah,
We might be seeing it very soon.
I am very hesitant because this little screen, this little stage display that you saw, I highly doubt it was an Xbox One running it. First of all, just based on the hardware limitations. And before you say anything, let me just get this out a little bit. You remember when Xbox came out and they had the snap achievements? When you get an achievement, you ever try to snap your achievement and it took like 30 seconds for it to fucking pop up? Now, how long is it going to take to stream a game to a fucking tablet?
Well,
I'm just going on hardware limitations. Now, if what we were thinking and what we kind of said off stream a couple times is that maybe the Xbox One was built around Windows 10 as the eventual thing that's supposed to happen, and we're just getting a fucked up version now because it's not running on what it's supposed to be, then maybe there's reason to hope. But as I'm being very apprehensive right now, but my opinion hasn't changed now.
okay, well,
I don't think they've done bad. It's just not.
I could tell you that like the snapping features and stuff have become a lot better with updates over the last, say, few months.
I know, but that's just a snap achievement feature. That's not even anything like or RAM consuming or anything.
Right, but you have an operating system that's going to be running on both. It's going to be on Xbox One, so you'll have Windows 10 on Xbox One, and you'll also have Windows 10 on, whatever PC or tablet you're running.
There's I don't think there's a way to actually do that. I know they say cross-platform, but I think it's kind of the way that like Apple does it with iOS and Snow Leopard or whatever the fuck they're using now.
Well, what do you mean there's no way to do that?
Because the way there's no way that they're going to release the same version of Windows 10 for a phone that they are for a PC. It's not going to be the same OS. It's going to have the same skin. There's no way they can release Windows 10
But we're
from
not
a
talking
PC
about a phone. We're talking about...
Well, a tablet's just a phone. That's all it is. It doesn't have anything else.
Tablet works the same
Okay,
way.
but-
They're regulated.
Yeah.
I see what Rick's saying.
I do too, and I understand that. Like as far as the tablet's hardware or the phone's hardware is
You're
concerned,
talking about computer.
but you're working through the Xbox app, which is for the operating system. So that app is going to have to be built specifically for each device.
Yeah, for each device. And then you're going to have fragmentation. Just look at Android across every device they have. There's so much fragmentation in all their operatings. The positive thing is to look at Apple. The way that
Android's
their
a little different though because you have so many devices running. Windows 10 is only going to be available for specific devices.
Yeah, but Toshiba makes Windows 10 devices. Sony makes Windows 10 devices. There's all kinds of stuff that makes Windows 10 devices. You know what I mean? It's just I'm a little worried. I hope it does work well. Like if it does work like
it doesn't
iOS,
sound like you hope so. It sounds like you're wanting them to crash and burn.
Well, one thing I really don't understand is that they're like, you can stream Xbox games as your PC, and I was like, why the fuck would I want to do that?
Why not?
I want to play Xbox games on my PC. I don't want to stream it from my Xbox. You know what I mean?
You're gonna get okay, but I think you're asking for a little much.
I'm asking them to make more money for themselves. Everybody knows every hardware generation that they lose money on hardware. That's the name of the game every year.
Yeah.
So they make their money on software. Why not make their software more available so they make more money? It doesn't make any sense to me. I know they're trying to push the Xbox.
I don't really follow you on this one because, and I'm not trying to sound like an Xbox fanboy and just defending everything they do, but I'm just taking the devil's advocate side because you sound like you're just salty as shit right now, and you don't want this to succeed. It sounds like it. I'm just saying what it sounds like.
No, I want it to succeed. I just don't think it will.
And that's why I guess I'm confused on what level do you not think? So you think basically the streaming to your PC is going to be a fail?
No, it'll work, but it's not gonna work. I want to play. All right, perfect example.
You don't think that what Phil Spencer did on stage was a live demo?
Not from an Xbox One, no.
Where is Forza 2?
Just go to Best Buy
else?
and look at their demo things. It's a PC under a cabinet of an Xbox One.
Okay, so you're saying that they are playing Forza 2 on a PC?
I would probably guarantee it.
The game
I'll go
came out for Xbox and 360 and Xbox One.
That was built on a PC. It plays on PC. They just don't release it.
Okay.
There's no developer that sits down and makes a game in an Xbox One.
I understand that, but we're talking about a game that's been out for several months.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Xbox is the only one that does this. Sony does it too.
Well, no, we're not having that conversation. I understand that too, but I don't think I'm going to have to take Microsoft's side on this because I don't think that they're going to do that again.
But just look at all the stuff that worked on stage at E3 2 years ago that didn't fucking work when the console came out. I have a feeling it's going to be the same thing. I hope it doesn't. But I just think it's going to take a long time for them to actually make it work, just like it has for this generation.
You could be right, but what I'm trying to say is I don't know if they're going to put themselves out there like that with the history. And finally, with Xbox One starting to gain a little bit of ground as far as gamers out there appreciating the console for being a gaming console.
Yeah, because they're starting to come back up, and people are starting to get their trust back. And Microsoft, all right, you guys are trying to fix all this shit, so they can't do it.
Yeah, but
they can't let that happen.
Saul, are you with me in saying that I think this was something they had planned on from the get-go?
Yeah, well, they would have to. This can't be done within a year's frame of trying to save something. No, they've had to have had this all in mind in the future, but
yeah, I mean they've kind of, unfortunately, Microsoft's Sony came out and put all their cards on the table, and it was amazing, and it seemed like Xbox was like, yeah, it's gonna be able to do all this, but not right now.
Yeah.
And I think now we're kind of starting to see slowly some of the things that we all thought were possible in the beginning starting to happen.
They've probably been working on this since day one.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
yes.
Yeah.
And I think the way that the PlayStation 3 made up so much ground at the end of the console's life cycle, I mean, even though it's still out there and being sold, you know what I mean?
For too much.
But you know what I'm saying? Xbox 360 was the console last generation. And then PlayStation 3 really did a great job for Sony of catching up.
That bounce back,
That bounce back was amazing. So I think you're going to see that this generation with Xbox One. I think what they have in their favor is the PlayStation has sold so many units right off rip and did so well that the people that are on the fence about maybe picking up a second console in the years to come, they're going to look at Xbox now and be like, it does do a lot of shit. Maybe I could put this one in my living room and use it for what it is, which is an entertainment system, and you can get the exclusives you want, whatever. I think that's going to happen with Xbox more than it's going to happen that Xbox owners are going to go out and buy a PC4 or a PlayStation 4. So I think the people with a PlayStation 4 are going to be buying more Xboxes than the people with exclusive only Xboxes are going to be buying PS4s in the future.
And you got to remember one thing is that PS4, PlayStation in general, Sony in general, loves taking other people's ideas and implementing it on their own stuff.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
that
they
shit,
do.
but they never do a really good job at it. Though. The PlayStation Eye is terrible. The fucking
But
VR
no, it's
heads.
cool because like you can get the little bunnies to dance around with you, and then you get the
Okay.
robots and stuff.
Sure, yeah, the bunnies.
It's
Yeah, but
it's kind of cool like for like the fun part of it, but yeah, like its actual function is probably ass.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you. They're really good at that.
I have a feeling their VR headset's gonna have its dick in the dirt too. I don't think it's gonna be any good.
From what I heard, Morpheus is a lot better than Oculus, but then you got the new thing that Xbox or Microsoft is coming out with, and I don't know how that exactly works, but that thing looks like the best thing ever.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
like
gonna say.
they're in the
Speaking
Matrix
of
or some shit
Yeah.
like that.
speaking of VR, let's talk about AR.
Yeah,
And everybody was laughing when I don't know, probably about 6 months ago to 8 months ago when PlayStation kind of announced that this VR thing, and everybody's like, "Oh, see, man, they're on the precipice of this great technology." And Xbox further had its name dragged through the dirt because they didn't have anything, and they said, "Well, we got this AR thing coming up." Everybody's like, "Go fuck yourselves." It's gonna be stupid. And if it's anything like the demo, I mean, even close,
porn.
it's gonna be like we're all Tony Stark. We're all Tony Starks walking
I'm gonna
around
be
our
Dan
house.
Blitzerian after I get that bitch.
Oh, living the
I'm
life.
talking about I'm gonna have that little cat, Squishball.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm just
That's
saying.
scary. Yeah, it's I'm scared. If it is
Yo.
what they say it is, I'm scared. Because
The level of getting walked in while beaten off is like through the roof with that fucking thing on.
even beyond that, like gaming wise, like what they did with that Minecraft thing, putting it on a table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Legos for free?
dude.
Because there's as many Legos as you can fathom. Different, even if it was just the AR and Minecraft would be worth $500.
Yeah.
Weren't we supposed to have this by now? Like Blade Runner happens in 2 years, man. Weren't we supposed to have shit like this?
Yeah, I mean, but the fact is, we don't. And
I mean,
even
hopefully-
the Kinect, like we should have had the Kinect, like when Super Nintendo came out.
Hey, bro, we don't say that word.
for this being like the first iteration of it, it looks pretty cool. So just imagine like 10 years from now where we're gonna be. I'm gonna plug myself in and never come back to all you motherfuckers.
Be doing the podcast, but also playing
Yeah.
a game on my coffee table.
It'll be in binary. That's all you're getting.
Yeah, HoloLens is the project's name, I believe. And yeah, that shit, I mean,
Yeah.
it's cool that like virtual reality is more immersive because it kind of puts you into the game, and I think there's a place for both.
Yeah, definitely.
But the augmented reality thing, that looked so rad. Like I can get up, make my coffee, put on the news in one corner, put on the weather in the other, or Pornhub or whatever you want to do.
What do you think Google Glass said when they saw that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I seen something like this before.
They're just like, what the
Yeah, guess what? I worked at a place where we had 2 pairs of Google Glass.
Uh-huh.
I never got to try them myself, but people were like, "Yeah, it's okay."
It's like sticking a phone up to your face, isn't it?
No, it's like a pair of glasses.
Yeah, but it just has like phone details, like I got a text message, or I can walk
Yeah,
in
I mean, it
good
didn't.
directions.
I mean, it didn't look like the HoloLens demo looked, but as Saul said, if it's even close to that, I'll be impressed.
Yeah.
Because I mean, do we think it's going to be just like it showed? No.
No.
Like the guy blows up his virtual wall in his house, and he's like a Minecraft land beyond the wall. That's not going
Oh.
to happen.
Bro, like the day that I get one, like I'm gonna spend all this money on this thing. You know I am. Get it first day, bitch about how I paid more for it and all that shit,
Yep.
and I fucking plug it in and it doesn't look like that. I'm IMDbing that motherfucker. I'm gonna be at his house on the doorstep with a fucking shotgun and I'm taking him out.
Bill,
Bill,
I'm here to take your cookies, bitch.
Me and Phil Baroni.
Phil Baroni. I am the fucking show. I'm fucking pride, bro.
The thing will look cool, man. I mean, you look like a super dork wearing it, but I imagine you're just gonna wear it in your house
Are
anyway.
you fucking kidding me? If I saw anybody with that, I would be immediately jealous. I would not call them a
Yeah.
fucking dork. I'd be like, that
Yeah.
dude's Tony Stark right there.
But then when everybody has them, you're gonna be like, oh, look at this fucking dork.
Yeah, we'll
That's
see.
when I get gold ones.
Oh,
We'll
gold
see if
plated.
everybody has them, but I
Put
think
rims
it's really
on them
cool.
shits.
I think it's really cool. The HoloLens looks
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yes.
Again, I hope it's good.
Unlike Rick, I think the integration, the cross-platform play, and cross-party chat, which is even cooler. Well, I guess not cooler, but it's very cool, and that's very possible.
But they don't even have party chat now. Isn't party chat all
Wow.
fucked up?
It's not. It works fine.
Eh.
You haven't even played your Xbox. I don't want to hear it.
First day, anything. The chat never works.
No, that's very true. That's very true, but I put that on the developers.
It sucks on the PlayStation too. Anytime you get more than like 3 people in a party chat, it
Oh,
just
God.
drops somebody, and it's like you can't listen to them.
Yeah, it's how have we not corrected these issues?
It's the
Right.
goddamn interwebs, bro. It's
It's
not the
not
thing.
that bad when you think about it, bro. Like 10 years ago, we were spending fucking 30 cents a minute to talk to people in like Canada.
No, I know, but the party chat's been the thing for a while, and it seems to me like it worked better last generation. And
It did, but then
We put people on the moon
operating
60 years
system.
ago, and we can't have 6 people talking at the same fucking time.
Well, that's the thing is that they're saying that it's made for the DirectX 2 or the 10,
Yeah.
that Microsoft 10.
I'm anxious to see if that improves a lot of the little problems.
That's supposed to fix everything.
Because, like we said, we knew Microsoft knew they were coming out with this new operating system that was going to have DirectX 12 before they even announced the Xbox One. They were working on this, so
Yeah.
they wanted to future-proof their product. So maybe they're like, it's going to suck for a couple years until we actually get the right operating
Well,
system.
you know what? For having like a semi-sucky, box.
Suck was a strong word. I didn't mean suck, but it's going to limp along for a little while.
No, I got what you were saying. I think the listeners would too, but I'm just saying that they did well for having a system
Oh, yeah.
limp along. So
This generation's already surpassed last generation as far as sales.
oh yeah,
So I mean, the future's bright. Boom. Keep
Yeah,
coming out of them
sure.
games though. Those fucking new IPs.
Oh, I can't wait till they get a hold of how to like actually like work with the technology that they have and like we said before, it's like you remember the first Xbox 360 games,
It was like
and
dog
then what happened at the end? They were just phenomenal.
Halo 4 happened.
Yep.
Yo, Halo 4 was gangsta.
That game was beautiful.
Call of Duty came out like a week later.
Poor Saul.
Halo 4 was
Poor-
pretty. So was Skyrim though. Even Skyrim. Such a
Skyrim was,
massive
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Like even on PC, that game's a system hog. And the loading screens are like the death on fucking console, but still, the game looked good.
No, it did. I mean, I had it for 360, so yeah, I know that. It was beautiful. I remember just walking around. I was like, look, Sage, look at the mountain.
I could go climb that fucking mountain.
I'm like, look at the dragon flying around way over there. She's like, yeah, cool.
Throw a football over that bitch right now.
All right. So, Saul, you wanted to talk about something? Do you remember what it was?
Did I? Oh,
did.
yeah. I
You
was
did.
talking about those controllers that they're selling for like $300 because they're 24 karat gold plated Xbox One and PS4, and
Sold
they've already
out.
sold out.
There's a lot of
So
dumb people out there,
out.
dude.
Like, just
A lot
that's
of
a lot of
collectors,
money.
There's, collectors they're insane.
I guess, but it's like, I
It's
mean,
like-
I don't. Do they do a certain run on these, or is it like, oh, is demand we make more, demand we supply, I don't know.
I mean, they
How
sold
many do
out,
they
so they'll
make?
probably make more.
I don't even
Some.
know.
They'll probably wait like a little bit amount of time to build up that anticipation again.
Yeah.
It's like Disney movies. Like, it's coming out of the vault. You'll never see it again.
I don't like the most I would spend, and I spend a lot of money on gaming shit, even
Oh.
though I hate video games. Like, I think the most that I've spent on something that's just stupid like that was my Scuff controller, which I spent $175 on a modified Xbox
Ooh.
controller.
And you said it sucks, right?
And it is the biggest piece of trash that I've ever fucking handled in my whole life. Does it do what it's supposed to do? Yes. It's great at
Ouch.
that. The triggers work a lot better than regular triggers because they're made to move faster because they don't go all the way in. They're made specifically to get most gunfire out of it that you can without having to go the full range of the trigger button. That's awesome. And yes, they have the little paddles on the bottom so you can jump around quicker and not have to move your thumb. But for me to spend $175 on something, I don't expect it to break after 3 months. The analogs break. I've never had that happen. And then yesterday I was trying to see how to take it apart, so I just clicked on one of the paddles and it freaking snaps.
Oof.
$175 for that?
Damn, dude. Hey, next time you want to do that, give me like $60 and I'll kick you in the balls and we'll call it that.
$60.
Yeah, it's better than 175 to get kicked in the nuts, right? I'm giving them a deal.
That's true.
Speaking of thumbsticks, did you put the Xbox thumbsticks on your PS4 controller yet?
Not yet. I got to get a hex key or bring him to Shiggy's house. I won't be able to until Wednesday.
Yeah. Well,
That's
Ivan did
fascinating.
his today, and he said it's a world of difference. He's like,
Yeah.
it's like resting his thumbs on little concave pillows. So he's gonna give me a pair. If you
So
don't bring yours
Xbox
up
once
this
again wins the controller war. Is that what
Oh,
we're
weekend.
saying?
Wins the thumbstick war, brah.
I use Control Freak, so mine are elevated and concave.
Bumper jumper.
And they have... They're ribbed or something. They got these little nubs.
They're
For your
ribbed.
pleasure.
Yeah. Oh, these things are OP.
Oh, so anyway, there was only 25 of each of those controllers made of 24 karat gold, and they were sold for $300 a piece.
Why wouldn't they do 24 of them?
So that means that there's 50
I like your train of thought.
there's 50 dumbass people in America. Then there we go.
And they-
I don't
think
know,
it's
dude.
such a
Listen. If you
Listen.
had the money
I would.
and you had a badass collection, and you had like a little like put
Hey.
on top of your shelf like a glass case with a gold Xbox One or PlayStation 4 controller, that'd be pretty cool.
I don't know, man. I play video games to not spend money. So if I had the money, I'd spend it on a lot of other things than video games.
Isn't that kind of an ironic statement? You play video games not to spend money, only you
Yeah,
probably
well-
spend a shit ton of money on video
Well,
games.
here, if I buy a $60 game, that's a month. If I go to the bar one night, that's $120. So
Woo, that boy-
I agree with Rick. This is me doing my taxes 3 days ago. On going out, I spent $6,000, and I'm cheap.
Holy
For the
shit,
year,
you
I
are
spent
cheap.
$6,000.
That's a lot. That's a lot of video games.
yeah, you could play every game of the year, and it would
Yeah.
you wouldn't want to, but
I only spent $1,200, I think, in gaming last year.
and that's
Still a
consoles
lot.
and everything, right?
Yeah, that's three
No, that's
consoles.
Was it last year the consoles came out?
Nah, 2013.
2013,
Yeah. So that was just like games and like stupid shit and like
God, it's already 2000.
like capture devices and stuff like that. Just dumb shit that I buy
Mm.
that I really don't need.
It's a write-off though, so who cares?
Yeah, I wrote that shit off. I'm getting $4,000 back. Holla.
But look, dude, you can buy a controller, or you can buy an entire PS4 that comes with a controller.
Oh yeah, I know.
I mean, I'm just
Spray
saying
paint
though,
that
those
shit.
people probably have
yeah,
a
we got the
PlayStation
money.
4.
Oh, yeah.
They have the extra cash laying around. I'm just saying, I'm not a collector. I don't get it. Even if I had an entire room in my house to dedicate to it,
And you'll never get it.
Yeah, I won't. I buy digital games now. I don't need the fucking case and the disc and all that nonsense. Just takes up more room.
Yeah, it's not like they have an instruction booklet in there anymore. Anyway, they just fucking.
All they have is advertisements for
Yeah.
other shit.
I don't need an instruction manual to know how to rock.
Oh yeah.
Suck my balls.
Yeah, what you're slipping on that tonight.
So the sound player is down.
No.
Yes, I don't know what's happened. I will have to get my expertise and the experts on that afterwards. But yes, that's why you've not heard any funny noises.
Nerds assemble.
Yes, team, assemble, and bring your glasses and protractors.
All
My
right,
dad
Saul,
owns a
so
dealership.
what do you got for a versus this week?
Versus.
Oh, you guys didn't get the message?
Oh, I got it.
Oh yeah, was that real?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I don't
It
even
is.
know.
What is the most feminine thing that you do? The most feminine wins. I'll lead by example with something that won't put me out there too much. Is if I
But
actually
it's
like
got to be the most feminine.
right,
thing.
right. But me, I'm not gonna say the most. I trim my eyebrows because everybody
Yeah.
always gives me shit, so I have to trim them like once a week.
I don't know. I would say Manscaped, but I think everybody does that now. So that's not even a thing. anymore.
Yeah, I mean that's Metro and all, but that's kind of a
It's
given.
not Metro. It's comfortable, dude. Put on a pair of basketball shorts, no under, go outside, bro. It's like you're free. Love it. I don't know.
tough.
really not?
Are you scared?
It's tough. I just
No,
got
I
like
just can't think.
I had 3 women in my house the other day because we were doing this family get together thing, and actually, I'm sorry, 4. So Sage and both her cousins and her aunt were here, and they were talking about manicures and pedicures, and they keep asking me to go get one, and I'm like, no, never gonna happen. And they're like, men come in all the time. I'm like, yes, and they're all fucking, not cool. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm a man.
They're like,
All
yeah, I've never got tan. I've gotten tan from the sun, but I've never gone and got a tan. I'd say like,
I don't know. I have a
I'm not
bunch, but
saying
they're
I'm
not
like-
that feminine. They're just awesome to do.
What?
yeah,
Like, you ever take a bath, dude? Baths are kick ass.
Bath is normal. That's not feminine.
it's kind of feminine, but yeah, I get a sore back every once in a while. I'll take a bath.
Did you ever? All right, Phil, you may know this because you have a wife. Did you ever run out of shaving cream and have to use her shaving gel?
I've had to use
and
her
it's so
razor.
much fucking better. It makes your skin so goddamn soft. I mean, you smell like a douche, but you fucking feel great.
Or you smell delicious.
Yeah.
No,
I-
I've had to use her razor before.
Oh, I'm your phoenix.
Greatest show ever. This could be the best verses in history.
I
You're scared to answer, but
No,
like,
I don't like. I'm trying to come up with something.
I like
honestly-
candles. I buy Yankee candles. 'Cause
there
them-
you
them-
go.
Dude.
There you go.
Them
Dude,
shit smell good, dude.
lavender candles.
Yo,
Because that
What
shit
am
will
I-
put you down in the mood like you're.
I got one right now. It's
Oh,
black
yeah.
bamboo. It
Sex Panther.
So
smells so good.
Rick has candles, and I think Phil might run into that same slump again. That Franker Z, yo dog, you suck at this game unless he thinks it's something good.
Yeah, because I can't add with the candles because I've done candles too. I sing in the shower a lot.
Yeah.
Can't go with that. Come on, I'll give you one more chance, bro.
How many Disney movie songs do you know?
Oh my god.
Exactly. There you go.
That's- But is that feminine or is that just being a dad?
Have you ever used a man pond?
What's a man pond?
When you roll up toilet paper and put it between your butt cheeks when you got sweaty ass?
No. You know what? I'm not even trying to be like. I'm not even trying to hold back to sound like manly. I honestly can't think of much.
Ask Sage. Ask Sage.
Yeah,
What's
she'll
the
tell
most
you.
feminine thing that you do? Ask her.
All right, hold on. I think she's putting the kid down.
Love this.
You want me to try and text her?
Yeah.
So, all the people on our listening to our show right now, we're taking a brief moment. All right, let's see. Now I'll try and continue to think. Let's talk about other feminine things we do because this is funny.
Do you have a cat?
What?
You have a cat? You're like, oh,
Dude,
cute.
I have a cat and it's like my cat. Like it hates everyone else.
Oh. Well, that's kinda
So yeah, I mean it's not really feminine though.
No. I shave my ass.
Damn, your butt cheeks or your butthole?
In between the cheeks.
All right, guys.
Cheek area.
I was gonna say it takes a lot of gall to fucking stick a razor blade on your butthole.
I don't think you can.
I'm sure you can.
No.
I mean, it's physically possible.
Yeah, but like you'd have to be like a samurai. The Phil's just dumbfounded.
I'm like waiting for her to bust in here.
I remember Leche
Well-
used to sit down to pee.
Oh! Like how often?
Well, remember he only had one eye, so
Ah,
he couldn't
true.
aim when he got drunk. So he would have to sit.
Sorry, Leche.
Sorry, Lech.
You've been called out
Yeah.
on the air.
I mean, I can see why, you know. I
I don't know, dude. I might have to forfeit because I can't drag this show on any longer. I totally suck at this game. You know, the last verses we had, I missed so many great opportunities.
And
Yeah.
the thing is, it's like we never like. I don't really ever aim it towards anybody. I just think of the first random
know.
thing that I can think of.
I know I'm not good like under pressure like this. I had to think about it.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to give it to Rick because you didn't
If-
come with anything.
I know if she answers, I will let you guys know, or I will bring it to the next show with me. But
Yo, I was hoping she burst in the door and she's like, "Yo, remember you sucked Tony's dick?"
what the fuck?
I don't know. It just would have been funny.
I don't know.
Man.
Not for Tony, but
someone you know.
Who's Tony?
yeah, that's what a Phil looks like. That's what you should tell the guy at Chick-fil-A.
That's terrible.
Oh.
So on the real, if we could get real for a second.
All right.
Rated M Gaming Network is doing a Salute to the Troops charity. I'll actually get all the information for everybody, and I'll post it to the group page. But we're going to be doing some Destiny on March 1st, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And if I'm wrong about that, I believe that is the exact time we are going to do the live stream. We're basically going to stream an hour or two of Destiny for charity. And we're just going to have a lot of fun, and it's for the troops, and I feel really good about it. On that note, to be completely serious, so I saw American Sniper yesterday, and the movie's fantastic, and I don't think I do this enough, but I want to thank you, Rick, personally, for your service to our country.
Aw, dude, thanks.
And, you know, all the other people that listen, I know you have a couple of friends. Was Jake in the Air Force as well?
Jake is in the Air Force,
Jake
yes.
is in the Air Force. See, we've had a soldier on the show. An airman.
An airman, yeah.
An
Get a
airman.
writer paid a price.
I know,
Yo!
I messed that up. But yeah, thank you, Jake, and everybody else that's listening that's served. We don't say it as much as we should. This is an amazing country that allows us to do these kinds of things, and as we play video games, there are men and women, fighting for our freedoms and other people's freedoms that they don't even know.
Doing the shit that we pretend to do.
Doing exactly, like it's kind of amazing, and I would encourage everybody to tune into the stream and donate, to the charity. I will get all that information for everybody, and I will be blowing up its spot for a while. So, just keep that in mind. Everybody should probably keep that in mind, and say thank you, because sometimes these women and men, they need it. So,
And
Rick a beer.
And a lot of fucking gamers in the military. I'm just saying you. Just telling you. A lot of them play games. So it's something that they appreciate as well. I'm sure. I know they do the operation. What's the one they do every March? Is it the one you guys are doing?
that's the one we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one. It raises a few $1 million, and they send consoles and games to Afghanistan and Iraq, to these small little bases, these little outposts, and they get to play video games and have fun.
Is it 8-Bit Salute? I think.
I think it was Operation Game Drop.
Maybe.
Game Drop or something.
I should find this out because I don't want to screw that up.
Operation Supply Drop.
Supply Drop. That is it. Operation Supply Drop. So that we are playing Destiny for that charity. Like I said, for an hour or two, March 1st, which I believe is a Sunday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And a bunch of the guys from the Rated M Gaming Network will be on there playing Destiny. So it's going to be fun. And I encourage you guys to tune in and help out if you can. And, again, thank you, Rick and Jake and everybody else. Appreciate the service, sir.
Yeah, brah.
And also a special shout out to my sister as well, who served. So
Woo woo!
and GY. There's too many I could list. I could go on and on, but everybody knows who they are. Do we have anything else for today, guys?
I love you.
Well, duh.
And thanks for anybody that stopped by. I know there's a few people that stopped by today during the stream.
Yeah, thanks, guys. We always appreciate live listeners, and we want more questions.
Yeah,
Jake,
we just
you can keep coming with your questions, but everybody else needs to ask some goddamn questions.
Yeah, the stream is basically just a rough draft for us, and we don't do it as anything serious. It's just up there so you guys can get the first listen. The main release comes either tonight or tomorrow, but we always do appreciate people in there because
let's chat. Let's do live chat with us and whatever.
You get to hear it raw.
Throw us a curveball, whatever y'all wants to do.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that wraps up episode 28. And we really appreciate you guys tuning in, listening, whether you download it, YouTube, go right from our group page on Facebook, whatever you guys want to do. We appreciate you listening.
On topic 10% of the time, all the time.
We're never on fucking topic.
That's what makes us great. Whatever.
That's the best fucking show in the world.
Yeah.
I like it. I do the show and then I listen to it, so that shows you how good it is.
Right.
Yeah. We're gonna be up for a Golden Globe next year.
I mean, we could be get some nice equipment and like actually record in stereo, and I can get like our sound player to work. And
You guys can quit your fucking jobs so we can do this all the time.
I heard somebody's getting a capture card this weekend.
Who?
This
Philip.
guy,
You are?
I am.
That's great. Yeah, as my Saul told me. I lost a bid on the capture card.
No.
Yeah, but I got the microphone. It should be here next week.
That's cool.
But
This is unedited footage.
Yeah.
Gaming on Thrones behind the scenes. Once again, this wraps up episode 28. Stay classy.
Peace.